Hey guys, it's Miko from ML Sound Lab, and today I want to talk about amp modelers, these amazing devices that can hold up a whole studio with an amp wall like I have behind me in a tiny box like this that you can just take anywhere you want. You can travel and record yourself. It's super fun and easy. However, it's not easy. If you are a guitar player like I am with first-hand experience with these modelers, you know that it's quite difficult to get a realistic amp tone out of these modelers, even though they are definitely capable of doing so. That is why I'm super happy to announce our new product line that is Capture Packs. And we're starting off with the first release, the Essentials Capture Pack. Check it out. Okay, that is all the 9 amplifiers in this capture pack. We have 3 super high gain amps, we have 3 medium gain amps, and 3 amazing vintage combos. We have Tonex compatibility, we have neural DSP compatibility, so we have the Quad Cortex and Nano Cortex. We have NAM as one of our platforms, meaning that all the different pedals that have a NAM loader can actually use this capture pack. We have Kemper Mark II. I know Kemper still doesn't have the newer AI capturing, but we still did the old school Kemper capturing. We will be updating once we get the new versions. We will eventually, hopefully, get Helix Stadium included in these packs. Now, something that might be a little bit difficult to understand is the amount of time we had to spend to make this pack. It took us such a long time. First of all, choosing the amplifiers, but not only that, we chose the cabinets from my cabinet collection that perfectly fit these amplifiers. And yes, this means that we have truthful, real impedance matching. You may not understand the importance of this, but quite many amp models in quite many amp modelers are made using load boxes or whatever cabinet they have around, meaning that the impedance curve of these amplifiers is not realistic. Now, that sounds like a geeky thing. In layman's terms, when you palm mute on your guitar, that doesn't sound like the real amplifier. Or the sizzle on the top doesn't sound like the real amplifier. So, we purposefully chose these cabinets that perfectly match these amplifiers. We shot these impulse responses with these amplifiers. So, even the impulse responses bake in the reality of what they sound like when they are being driven by the amplifiers, and the amplifiers react in their impedance exactly the realistic way because the cabinets were actually being used as the load. Now, I'm sure all this sounds like boring geeky stuff, but all this boring geeky stuff is what gives you the most realistic amp captures and impulse responses to use with those captures in the world. Also, something very geeky and important to say here is that these cabinets were mic'd up by me live while listening to the amplifier with the settings that we chose for this capture pack, meaning that those mic ups, first of all, were done for real with the real cabinets and amps, but they were made to fit the amp settings used for these captures. So we have a full signal chain completely designed by me to give you the most realistic amp model sound you can get out of your modeler. So whether you are a bedroom guitar player or a touring professional, whether you work in the studio or live, wherever you may use one of these modelers, go check out the Essentials Capture Pack by ML Sound Lab. It has 9 of the best amplifiers in my collection, and we paid really close attention to get the perfect sound out of them. See you guys later. I've been Miko from MO Sound Lab. Bye bye.